started working and help my mom. She had 9 of us, so you know, I could help to put myself through school and also help her with my twin sisters. Physically, prior to total life changes, my health was not in the place where I wish or hope it would have been. Emotionally, I would say that I was numb because I myself, I am very young, and I knew there had to be more to life than just laying on the bed or moving to the couch or not being able to stand for long periods of time, or, you know, not being able to climb the stairs without running out of breath, or always having someone to help me to move around to do what needs to be done. But I was looking for something and didn't know what it was until I found TLC. When I tried the tea, I was able to lose my first 8 pounds in 7 days. Within my first 45 days, I was down 31 pounds. And in total now, I would say I'm way past the 80 pounds mark. The beauty of what TLC has done for me is just to give me the freedom in my mind and in my health. The money is not so much my gravitation, it's the freedom that I get to be able to, you know, have the choice to be home with my family in the evenings versus running from one job to the next and missing out on the growth and the development of my son. TLC! And I'm gonna need y'all to help me out just for a few minutes. I want y'all to say freedom.
Freedom!
I want y'all to say freedom!
Freedom!
Freedom, freedom, freedom. Now, Total Life Changes met me at a point where I was looking for something, but I didn't know exactly what it was. I was basically recovering from 3 surgeries. Prior to the surgeries, it took me a year and I had lost about 54 pounds prior to my surgeries, but not being able to walk for an entire year and taking steroids, oxycodone, blood thinners, that basically caused me to put on, you know, an excessive amount of weight that was so uncontrollable, and not being able to move around, I was unable to be free like how I am now. But a friend kept on telling me about, you know, this tea, that I needed to try this tea, and to kind of get rid of that friend, I said, you know what, let me just take the tea so that you can stop being annoying, right? And I had the tea, but let me tell you how serious it was. I had the tea for about 3 weeks before I decided to try the Ayaso tea. And when I tried the tea, I only tried it because I got sick and tired of seeing the results that I saw. Because I had already tried products prior to Total Life Changes, but those did nothing for me. Not saying that I'm knocking anyone's products, but they just weren't good enough for me, so to say. So in my first 7 days, I was able to lose 8 pounds just from drinking the Ayaso tea. And I went on. I went on to the NutriBurst, basically the solution kit and the NRG, and in my first 31 days, believe it or not, in my first 45 days, I lost 31 pounds. And I was
still in disbelief. Because when you're used to everyone basically calling you big or big boned or, you know, those words, it paints a picture in your mind that you're unable to see. So it started to become a little bit more believable for me, you know, when people started to tell me that, hey, you look like you're trimming a bit. So when I got on the scale, that's when I saw the results. But it got even more realer for me after I visited my doctor, and he said, what is it that you're doing? You're coming down. Whatever it is, keep it up, right? But it got even more realer for me when I walked into a big and tall store in Miami, and the gentleman said to me, you're in the wrong store. You're not considered big and tall.
Woo!
These products have gave me the freedom to basically stop laying on the bed or moving to the couch, where I'm now able to wrestle with my son. I can lift my wife off the ground and don't feel no pain. I used to struggle to climb the stairs, but I hope you guys saw me just now running them steps right there. But this company, these products, I mean, there's not enough words to say. But one of the key things that you know, has stood out to me, why I said it gave me freedom, was the simple fact that I no longer have to be taking steroids. I used to wear a size 52 long suit. Now my waist is under 40. I used to eat one meal for the day, but now I eat 8 times for the day and don't worry about gaining 1 pound.
All right.
The flip side to all of this and my testimony is that people started to see the results, you know, being in the islands where I live. People started to see the results and gravitated towards that. So the benefits that I get now, it's just because I decided to be transparent. Now, I want to be honest with every single one of you. I didn't want anything to do with Total Life Changes. Total Life Changes became a blessing for me and my family simply because I decided to say yes to saving myself.
All right.
It became a blessing because I was basically forced into becoming the provider to provide the products for someone else so that they could get the same results that I got. And by the way, Dean is from the island of Turks and Caicos, for those of you. We absolutely loved hearing your story yesterday. I was honored to speak with you on the phone about a week ago to let you know that you were the winner of one of our 3 winners for this contest. And he couldn't tell his wife. But me and Lachelle have a couple questions based on our discussions yesterday. So Lachelle, please ask me.
And there were a couple of things that he said, but one of the things I'd like you to share is because you reached out from Turks and Caicos because when you were in the restaurant industry, I remember you telling me, because Mr. Lloyd was visiting, and you're like, hey, let them know I'm here, or if they need anything. But you said now you're no longer working in that industry because of TLC. Talk about that.
2017, the year of my life. We experienced 2 major hurricanes last year, and you know, because of the hurricanes, I was out of employment from my part-time job in the evenings. My wife was also out of employment, and my sister. But to sum it all up, in the islands, this is how it is. People have to work basically 2 jobs to make ends meet, or they have 2 jobs and run a business. But during the time of not being able to work my evening job, Total Life Changes, let's just say, my commissions never stopped coming from TLC. I went back to work in November, but I just felt out of place, and in less than 2 weeks, I submitted my resignation to them. Simply because total life changes have been filling that void that was there, with the lack of the part-time job.
Woo! And so communication was down, a lot of things were out of order, but what kept coming?
A lot of things were out of order, but my commissions kept coming. This is it. Where there is a will, there is a way. I had lack of communication, but I kept in touch with Keely, and I will say to you, whatever it was that I wanted to get done in terms of my business, it was either me having to find, a way to text Keely or message Keely and let Keely know this is what the update is. Log into my account, whatever it is that needs to get done, do what it is, just so that at the end of the week on Thursday,
you talked about one of the greatest things that happened to you during your weight loss journey is that you were finally able to become a great father to your son. And you said to us that what that really meant, just quite simply, was you just wanted to be able to play with him, which you weren't able to do before. So talk to us a little bit about that.
My Z, my miracle, my heartbeat in human form. It was really tough for me, seeing him, watching him grow, and not being able to, just get up and play with him. But to be able to experience my weight loss, where I was able to, get the release from my doctor, who gave me the okay or the authorization to do simple exercises, which then enhanced even my weight loss even more. It pushed me to the point now where we're wrestling buddies. He looks forward to daddy coming home at 4:30 in the afternoons. No longer he has to wait up until midnight to try to take my shoes off my feet and ask me about my day. So that in itself is the freedom for me.